the canvas. He's in big trouble. He's not going to make it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Buster Douglas is the new heavyweight champion of the world.
One of the great sports calls of all time, and you can just hear it in the voice. It shocked the world. There's an entire generation of sports fans who will tell you exactly where they were the moment they heard the news. Mike Tyson, the man who by himself was laying waste to the entire heavyweight division, had finally lost. That was shocking enough on its own. But it was how he lost and who he lost to that added to the disbelief. Mike Tyson was decked, knocked out by an unknown fighter from Columbus, Ohio. 42-1 underdog, James Buster Douglas. It happened 20 years ago last night. And James Buster Douglas is with us now on the 20th anniversary of the morning after to relive it. We were talking in the break. You said you've heard it many times. It never gets old to you.
No, it doesn't.
What were you doing 20 years ago this morning?
Well, I was relaxing, probably just had some breakfast, and went back to the room just to relax and prepare for the night's activities.
Had it sunk in yet? How long did it take before you realized the magnitude of your victory?
Probably once I got back to the States. Mm-hmm. You know, the real, actual, you know, the effect that it had with that win. Once we arrived back in Chicago, there was a group of reporters at the end of the runway once we were walking back towards the airport. And I was wondering what they were all standing out there for. I wondered who was on the plane or who were they waiting for.
You didn't think it was for you?
No, I had no idea that, you know, they were actually waiting for me. And, you know, I was walking along with one of my friends, and I asked him, I said, what's going on? And
really?
We got to the end of the runway because it just didn't dawn on me that it was
that big.
Yeah, exactly.
How often, James, do you think of that night?
I don't know. It's an event that happened, and, you know, it may bring it up, or hearing about it, you know, another sporting event, and they would compare it.
Can you go anywhere without it being brought up?
Sure, but, you know, eventually, I guess it is, you know, brought up. They'll say something about where they were that night, you know, and how they felt.
What's the funniest story you've heard about where someone was when they heard the news?
Well, I don't know. It's just so many.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty amazing.
What's your snapshot memory of that whole night? The one image that you'll always remember?
Hearing my name being announced as the heavyweight champion of the world.
Really?
Yes, that would be, you know, the moment.
What were you thinking as you're watching the invincible Mike Tyson on his hands and knees trying desperately to find his mouthpiece? What's going through your mind at that moment?
Satisfaction. You know, it's been a childhood dream of mine of one day being a heavyweight champion or a champion, and you know, growing into the heavyweight division, and hearing my name being announced as the heavyweight champion of the world would have to be, that was my moment.
Yeah.